Hi, it's Leithia from Farm View Creators. Today we're going to work on these adorable chunky popsicles. I love this kit. It's from the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina, and we're going to use a lot of paint Couture products on them. You know I love them. So these have lots of layers. So I'm putting the top pieces on, and they have like 3 base pieces, so it makes them chunky. So the actual sticks are about 2 layers thick, and then the popsicle part of it are 3 layers, so you could sit them on their sides. You could prop them against something to stand up. I mean, lots of different things. You could put them in the wagon. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You could even put them in your interchangeable window box. But I used Amber Honey for the sticks and the background on the skinnier popsicle. I'm using Farmhouse Linen chalk style paint on this one here, and then I'm going to use it in the center of the largest piece. And I'm going to take those 3 pieces that layer on top and lay them right beside so that I can see where that white needs to go. And then I am still going with that centerpiece, and then I hit it a second time, and on some of them I even go back for a 3rd layer. For my light blue, I'm using Queen's Court. This one is a mineral acrylic. It's a little bit deeper than a baby blue when it dries. I really love it. I've been using it a lot lately. It's just so pretty. Again, I'm lining up the little pieces beside that larger background piece so that I can have them line up about evenly when I glue the top piece on. And then I am going to switch to a deeper blue called Night Sky. First, we're going to go in with Barn Red chalk style paint on the bottom portion of the smaller popsicle, and then one of the striped pieces, the heart, and the rest of the big chunky popsicle. I really think these are so cute. You know, the chalk style paint's going a little thinner, so sometimes you have to do a couple more layers, and then red always is going to be more layers than you think, just to get even coverage. For the stars, we're going to use Spanish Sunrise. This is my favorite yellow. I'm not a big yellow person, but I love this yellow. And then there's my Night Sky. A lot of times I'll use Abyss. Abyss is a little bit more, I guess, a muted navy. This one is a little brighter. I just wanted to change it up and use that. So for my Barn Red on these, I kind of dabbed it to make my line just to try to stay even first. Kind of wish I'd done that on the others. And then doing a couple layers of that, drying in between, and then going back for that second coat, and then the second coat on the Night Sky and the Spanish Sunrise. And once we're done with all of that painting, we're going to get to the really fun stuff. So I'm going to use some stencils from Echo Park, and I am using stenciling paste from Couture. That red color is called Cranberry, and I'm just dabbing it with my finger because I did not want it to be really thick or anything. A lot of times I'll use a palette knife if I want it to be more raised up. For this white, this one is called Saltwater Pearl, and I'm using a different Echo Park stencil. All 3 of these are Echo Parks, and I'll have the names of the stencils listed in the description. 2 of them are actually Christmas stencils, but I think they can use anytime. And then I'm going to go in with a very fine tipped brush and make some dots and a line just to kind of you know, bling up the piece a little bit. I love doing trio dots. I think they're super cute and just add such a nice little touch. So using Farmhouse Linen for that. And I highly recommend heat drying those dots because I have smeared them tons of times. And there's the packaging for my stencils. I like to take that sticky piece and kind of stick it under, so then it's just like a sliding envelope. I'm going to distress with my Debbie's DIY Dark Wax all around those edges. If I get it too thick, I'm going to wipe it back with my finger. If that doesn't work, I will go in with a baby wipe. And now that I have all that distressed, of course, I'm going to use my Dead Flat Top Coat from Paint Couture. It's my favorite. So I'm going to give everything a quick thin layer. That's all it needs. The mineral acrylic paints, that would be the Night Sky, Spanish Sunrise, and Queen's Court. They already have a built-in top coat, but it has a little bit of a shine to it. So I like to go over with that Dead Flat to take out all that shine. And now it's assembly time. So I'm just going to put my art glitter glue on there, and you can still see the score lines. You just have to get it in the right kind of light. So that's why I'm holding it up and kind of wiggling it around just to see those score lines and get that lined up perfectly. And then assembling that big chunky one is so cute. And my red was a little off, but that's okay. I think it gives it more dimension. And my blue was a little off, but you know, whatever. Adding those stars to that one, and then that tilty star, I wasn't really sure where I needed to put the glue on that. That's why I lifted it up and put more glue on there. And you can see how you can like lay them. They will stand on their sides all by themselves. So I think they would be really cute, like maybe propped up against a box or something. I'm using 3 different Stampin' Up ribbons. These are a couple years old, so I am sure that they are retired. But just some twine and then some chiffon ribbon and then a gold that's even skinnier. And I just layered those up and tied them in a knot on that first one. I'm adding a Rusty Bell from Amazon. On this one, I'm just winding that twine around a couple of times and then just doing a double layer simple bow. I did think it needed 2 layers to it, just to give it some more depth. And then for that third one, I'm just going to make a teeny tiny little messy bow. I'm putting a piece of twine at the bottom to cinch it together, and then just kind of crossing them randomly, but not. I try to have each of the 3 ribbons going in all 3 of the directions, and then just kind of, you know, playing with it until I liked it. And I used that cinching twine to tie it around. And then I put just a touch of glue because I didn't tie it tight enough and I didn't want it to slip off. So there you have them. I think they're adorable and I cannot wait to get them displayed in my home. And you can see there how chunky they really are. If you liked this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.